Adventure is calling and you're ready to answer. Maybe you're looking for a vehicle like this to get you as far off the beaten path as possible, or just something to get you to the trailhead so you can hike, bike, or paddle the rest of the way. No matter what, there are all kinds of great options out there, and there are quite a few key features you should consider that might just make finding adventure a little easier or enjoying it a little less stressful. For more expert car reviews, don't forget to share our channel and subscribe so you can catch some of this and maybe even a little of that. Okay, this might seem like a no-brainer, but if only one of these features makes the cut, make it 4 or all-wheel drive. There are differences between the two, but the important part is the same no matter what. More driven wheels means more traction, which means less chances of getting stuck. So what about those system differences? We'll skip the deep dive and sum it up like this. All-wheel drive typically works in a fully automated way that can't be manipulated by the driver, while four-wheel drive is usually an engageable system with settings that control how many wheels are receiving torque. So which is better? Well, it depends on what you want to do. If you plan to get serious about crawling over rocks or whatever else might end up in your way, a four-wheel drive system is probably the right choice, since there's usually some form of low-range gearing for the most challenging obstacles. If it's cottage roads and access trails you're after, all-wheel drive is perfectly fine, and the good ones can hold their own on rougher stuff too, assuming you've got good ground clearance and some skid plates underneath to protect vital components too. Whether you're tackling serious trails or sticking to gravel roads, there's nothing wrong with a little electronic trickery to add some peace of mind to your adventure too. From terrain management to hill descent control, even the most hardcore off-roaders come fitted with some form of software-based system these days that's made to improve off-pavement performance. Think of hill descent control as cruise control, but for the trail. It uses the anti-lock brakes and traction control system to modulate speed when negotiating steep and uneven slopes so you can focus on steering. Terrain management systems go by a bunch of different names, but they all do the same job: tailor all the drive-related systems to the conditions. That means the engine, transmission, all-wheel or four-wheel drive system, and electronic nannies like stability and traction control are all tweaked for optimal response to different surfaces, usually mud, sand, snow, and occasionally rocks too. Sending torque to all four wheels is handy, and so is having those electronic helpers. Of course, none of it matters without the right tires to get it all to the ground the right way. You wouldn't wear hiking boots to a wedding, well, not unless you're a certain Seinfeld cast member. Likewise, you wouldn't wear dress shoes to go camping. Without the right tires for your truck, crossover, or SUV, you're essentially doing the automotive equivalent of exactly that. Those are the basics that'll get you where you want to go, but what about bringing your stuff too? That's where clever cargo management systems come into play. And while there's plenty of aftermarket support out there, factory-fitted equipment is a great place to start, and it's usually covered by your vehicle's warranty. A good set of roof rails goes a long way, though they're mostly useless without crossbars between them. That's why I love the roof rails that come with most Subaru Outback trims that have crossbars built right in. Swing them across when you need them, stash them when you don't. Not all roof rails are created equal though, and some vehicles come with more robust ones with additional support braces that increase static load so you can throw a rooftop tent up there. What's on the inside counts too, and even some of the most gimmicky features out there improve function as well as form. Take the seatback webbing that comes in the Ford Bronco Sport Badlands. Not only does the military-inspired stuff look cool, but it provides a handy place to clip tools and packs so it doesn't end up lost when you need it most. Body cladding like thick wheel arch moldings is a common sight in today's crossover-crazed market, adding an air of ruggedness, occasionally even where it doesn't belong. It's an old car designer's trick, providing a cheap illusion of extra ground clearance and also looking a little tougher than the same vehicle without it. It's not all just for show though, and it can provide protection against superficial scratches on narrow trails and access roads, and more pronounced fender flares can keep mud from flying around out on the trail. Heck, it's even handy for leaning a bike before loading it into a carrier without fear of scratching the paint. So there you have it, our list of the 5 must-have features that we look for in an adventure vehicle. And if you're still trying to decide which one is right for whatever you've got planned, check out AutoTrader.ca's 10 most adventure-ready vehicles on the market, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button too.